They say never to try something new on race day. Well, tomorrow at Manchester Marathon I'm going to wear a brand new pair of trainers that I haven't raced in before, or that I more or less haven't worn before. So am I about to absolutely ruin what I've trained for over the last few months, or will it pay off? We'll about to see. Feels quite nostalgic actually, because this time last year I was just doing the exact same thing. I was at Manchester going for sub 3:10 marathon, and it didn't come together on race day, but I'm hoping this year it does, and tomorrow we'll see how it goes. Strava Hotel, Manchester Airport, super nice place. I've been trying to drink so much water over the last couple of days, and I have been absolutely peeing myself literally the whole time, so I really need to get back into the hotel room to clean myself again. Okay, so it's time to talk about my race kit. This year I decided to wear, in terms of singlet, a 247 from Represent singlet. I bought this last year for the marathon, and they ended up I didn't wear. I wore my club shirt. The shorts that I'm using are these Adidas Terex. They are so good, super light, fit really well, but they have pockets the whole way around, fitting gels in. I can put my phone, usually have my key and stuff in there too. They're kind of like my go-to race shorts, have been for the last sort of 3 marathons. Now the dilemma still stands with shoes. So I've got 2 pairs of shoes with me. I have the Vaporfly 4s and the Alphafly 3s, and I'm siding toward just wearing the Vaporflies and just going for it, because they're just so responsive and so light. I've only done a few miles in them, but they felt so good, and I think I have as much of a risk with the Alphaflies, but I have done long runs in them of late, and I got on better now with them than I did when I bought them a year ago. I bought them for Manchester Marathon this time last year, and I ended up I didn't wear them because after about 10 miles they hurt my foot, and I just didn't find them that fast. So it is a bit of a dilemma. I just don't know what to do, but I think I might go with the Vaporfly 4s. I think I might put them on here in a wee bit and just test and see, because the Vaporfly 4s do feel a wee bit snug, and yeah, there's also a wee bit of heel slip in them, but I can sort that out with the runner's knot, and I think I need to chill.
Then something changed her mind. Her kisses told me I had no loving arms to
enjoy it. However tough it gets, enjoy the
I trained for months for this moment. Manchester Marathon 2025 was the chance for me to chase a dream. Last year, I went out to run 3:10 and failed because of sore thighs and just generally not ready, under carb loaded, whatever seemed to happen, I do not know. And this year was just, I feel like I'd done everything near to perfect, apart from the shoe incident. But sometimes no matter how much you prepare, race day has other plans. I didn't know that it was going to be so warm today. I had actually prepared for that, because the last few weeks of my long runs I done in the afternoon in quite warm weather, so I really don't even feel like the heat affected me badly today. I think I was prepared for that. The start felt incredible, by the way. The crowd, the energy, it was just so good. I was a bit nervous right from the day before up until the start of the race, really. I felt quite nervous. Do you know what? I took a risk with the new shoes, and for the first few miles everything felt great. Like, my heart rate was low, it was in the mid 150s for a number of miles. The shoes were just doing great, super comfortable, absolutely no trouble anywhere. Yes, it was warm, but at this stage it was manageable. I was about 5 miles in and my foot went into a pothole. At the time I said to myself that was a really lucky escape, because it was quite deep and my ankle did twist a wee bit, and I thought nothing of it. And then when it came to Aldringham, I was a bit conservative. I didn't want the hills to affect me, especially in the heat, so I did slow down a wee bit. I felt a pop, or like a tear in my calf, and it was instant pain. Every step that I took was extremely sore, and instantly I thought, I'm going to have to DNF here. How am I ever going to get back to the airport on time whenever I'm stuck somewhere in Manchester? I thought a lot about stopping, but I decided to slow down slightly and keep going. After about a mile, I would say, things did start even off a wee bit. It was bearable. I remember seeing the 30k mark and thinking, okay, just over 6 miles, maybe 7 miles to go. If I stick at this pace, I'll be fine. I can finish and I can still get a PB. But then as the miles went on, my calf got even sore and I had to slow down even further. I ended up slowing down to near 8 minutes per mile. And to be honest, I was unsure whether I would get a PB or not. To be really honest, because of the pain, I was just thinking about finishing. 20 miles in, calf cramp on my right leg. I'm beginning to think these shoes were a bad idea. I'm gonna catch it. Do you know, running isn't about perfect races, it's about getting the grit sometimes to keep moving forward when everything hurts. And I feel very proud today that I was able to do that. For me, it was about finishing what I started. And to be honest, it was a lot about getting back to the finish line so that I could get to the airport on time. But I got there. Even though it was sore, I got there. Oh, my leg is absolutely cooked. I don't know if it was the shoes. I don't believe it was. I was coming down the hill at mile 12 at Altrincham. I just felt like a pop in my right calf and I thought I'm going to have to stop here. But I kept going and it got a bit easier and I had no option really but just to keep slogging it out. And I got slower and slower and finished at 3:19:55, which is a bit slower than I'd done last year. And a similar thing happened last year, but it was just dead legs. But anyway, just waiting for the train and we get back home. Maybe this wasn't the race that I dreamed of, but it's definitely a race that I'm proud of. Because sometimes the finish line means more when you had every reason to quit. So I just landed back in Belfast. Oh my days, my leg is hurting so bad. Like, I just can't walk properly at all. But do you know what? All in all, good experience. All that's left to do now is go and get Chinese and get the feet up and start thinking about the next one. Thanks very much for watching. And if you have any questions or comments, as always, just leave them below. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.